Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to the FANGORIA Movie Challenge. This is the segment I've been doing with my good buddy, Joe the Horror Man, where we're not only going to watch, but also review all 101 movies Fangoria thinks we should have seen. Today, we're going to be talking about Humanoids from the Deep, one of my favorites. Humanoids from the Deep is a 1980 film, also known as Monster, that runs approximately 80 minutes and is directed by Barbara Peters. Now, she was responsible for Star Hops, Summer School Teacher, and a ton of television. Now, this is also has a co-director, Jimmy T. Murakami. He passed away on February 16th, 2014 at the age of 80. He was responsible for Heavy Metal, Battle Beyond the Stars, and A Christmas Carol. One of the several different types. I don't think it's one that anybody really knows about, but yeah. Now this stars Doug McClure as Jim Hill. He passed away on February 6th, 1995 at the age of 59. He was in Maverick, The Land That Time Forgot, and Bo Guest. Ann Turkle as Dr. Susan. She was in Deja Vu, A-List, and Touch Me. And the late Vic Morrow as Hank Slattery. He passed away on July 23rd, 1982 at the age of 53. It's either 53 or 55. I can't read my handwriting. He was in The Twilight Zone, The Last Shark, aka Great White, and 1990 The Bronx Warriors. Unfortunately, he was killed on the set of The Twilight Zone where he was cut in half by a helicopter. It's very sad. Now, apparently, Joe Dante turned the movie down to direct it, and James Horner composed the score in 14 days. Now, as I said, this is also called Monster. I'll tell you guys a funny story about this. When we picked this movie to watch, I actually was looking for it under Humanoids from the Deep, and I had forgotten that I turned the slip around, or the reversible artwork, to say Monster. So 10 or 15 minutes later, I'm still looking for it and realized that it was under Monster. So that'll learn me. I'm going to keep it under Humanoids from the Deep from now on. Anyway, this has a super simple plot. In the fishing town of Noyo, you have strange fish-like creatures who have been changed by human DNA mixed with fish for years and years. And they're coming ashore to mate with women in order to further their DNA to a human person. And of course, you have the people that are trying to stop them. You have Dr. Susan, who is a doctor, of course, and is supposed to be an expert. And Vic Morrow. It's just a dynamic cast of characters who act as padding for the film. Not that that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's actually quite awesome, and this is a fantastic film, in my opinion. I've always liked this one. There's not really much to say about it other than the fact that it's typical Roger Corman that has TNA all over the place, has a large amount of blood and gore. That has always impressed me. And it's just a super fun monster movie and a super fun watch. Unfortunately, the Scream Factory Steelbook is now out of print. I'm not sure if you can still get the regular edition. Probably not. That's probably out of print too. And that kind of leaves a bit of a problem in getting Humanoids from the Deep, which is a shame because I think it's a movie every horror fan should own in their collection. My opinion. And we also got to watch this one, not only with Joe and me, but with Brad, because this is one of Brad's favorite films as well. So we had a really good time watching this together. Now I'm going to pair this up with Slithis. In no way is this as good as Humanoids from the Deep, but this is a super fun movie that is also a sea monster movie, and it has a lot of similarities to Humanoids from the Deep. One thing I found that was really interesting when I was looking into the film when I watched it is that since the monster costume had no buttons or zippers, the actor had to be sewn in every day that they filmed, and I believe it was like a 2 week filming process. I think it was like 14 days, I think, maybe 17. But he had to stay in this costume all day, which had to have been very uncomfortable, especially if you have to go to the bathroom or, to eat. It's, yeah, had to have been very uncomfortable. So I admire that the fact that he played this monster. That had to have been tough. So this is a lot of fun. Um, I definitely recommend it. But have you seen Humanoids from the Deep? If you haven't, you are doing yourself a disservice because it is one of the most fun monster movies that has ever been made, in my opinion. Don't forget to check out Joe's review of Humanoids from the Deep and see what he recommends. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.